I'm Joel Lybbert. Join me as we go on an inspiring journey in the Real Deal 3-day Colt starting competition. Who knew you could have a journey in 3 days? Hey guys, we are in the Calgary airport, just on our way down to Arizona. It's gonna be a good time, but yeah, things get rolling tomorrow. Nate ordered a extra sweet caramel macchiato. I'm a bad influence. Normally he would order like a extra black dark coffee with whiskey and some gravel mixed in.
Where's his airplane? Is it in the sky? You think that's his airplane? That's his airplane?
Yeah,
Got to Phoenix, Arizona. Just waiting on our bags to come out. Been a long day. We had to go down to Dallas, had a layover there, and so we left at about 6:30 this morning, and we're just like 12 and a half hours out right now from when we left, and I don't know, hour and 40-minute drive to the ranch. Hey guys, so we just drew positions, and so I am number, if I can get it, 3 to go today. Pretty exciting. And if you remember my post a little bit ago asking which one was your favorite horse out of the bunch, well, the most common answer was probably this guy. And this is the colt that I've drawn for the competition. And he's actually a lot taller than I thought he would be. Yeah, pretty friendly guy. Be interesting to see what we can get done. Just getting ready for my go. Starting to come down pretty good. Got my new vest they got me on. Should be good. Here's my victim over here. So we'll just get him moving, get him thinking. We want his brain here, and right now it's outside of the pen. When I can kind of get him to draw into me, I'll take that pressure off. And so there, I love that. That's the best look I've seen in this whole session so far. Very nice. Before I crawl on this guy, I want him thinking about me, but also able to move those feet, to break loose. So like right here, he's pushing into me. I'll come and just try and move that front end around. Feel that hind quarter. I like that. So I finished my first session with my Colt. It was going so smooth. I could not have asked for a better Colt. He was just giving, kind, in the present. And I started wanting to stand up in the stirrups, and he got a little tight, and the one time he blew up and kind of went to bucking away from me, and I got him moving, freed him up a little more, stood up in the stirrups a couple more times, and I was out of time. Overall, it was pretty good. I have a pretty nice Colt. Fingers crossed we can work through those little bobbles on the next session. It was pouring rain my whole go, and then as soon as mine's over, now the rain stopped. So I guess that's how it goes. If he gives me attitude, I'm gonna start making those feet move. So when I'm saddling a horse, I typically don't like to let them sit there and sniff stuff. I just stand here, he's comfortable with me, and act like we're just saddling up an old broke horse. So anytime he gets looking out, I'm gonna start getting a little more picky about it. We'll just let him go. Let him come back. Bump, 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 come on. There we go. See if we can bring him across. Nice. So I'm gonna get him comfortable with me standing up and down, and then I'm gonna make a move again, then I'm gonna get on. And I need you guys to hold me accountable. Keep him going, keep him going. He'll come out of it. If he's gonna move out, we'll let him move out. Just do lots of rubbing. Nice. Good boy. Now we'll move him up again. So when I get ready to get off, I like to move around lots, rock, and just swing down like it's no problem. Guys, we had a really good day today. My Colt was pretty good the beginning of the first round, and then he really got, I guess, a bit nervous when I started stepping up in the stirrups. And round two, I knew he had it in there. There was tension, and there was no way of really working around it besides just getting on and feeling him, kind of, I guess, talking him through it in the saddle. And he humped up for a little bit, but we got him to break through it, and we're loping around real nice, and we're gonna come in strong the next couple days, I'm really hoping. And so, guys, me and Lucia are making a bet over here. So there's an award this weekend. It's a fan favorite, basically. They call it the Horsemanship Award, and I need your guys' support because she wants me to wear a unicorn helmet during some of the stuff on the last day. And I know you guys, I probably shouldn't have told you what she wants me to do.
Vote for me.
No. So here, this is kind of what I'm talking about a little bit. He's wanting to push into me. There. He's not giving me much try with that, which, again, I'm not worried about. It's just him. We're addressing the horse as he is. It's exciting. Me and Lucia Clemenson, we have a bit of a bet going on. We're seeing who can get the biggest fan support. Last night it was neck and neck. We're not gonna look at the tallies until the end of tonight. Something I encourage everyone to do is to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Because putting yourself out there, whether it be a colt starting deal or whether it be going on that trail ride that you've maybe been a little more nervous about, or something you've wanted to do for a long time but been nervous about, set some goals, work towards it, and get yourself there. Because that's really how you grow. I'm hoping that the bridle will help me free him up, get him following that nose a little better. The reason why he's bucking is because he's stuck. There's things inside him that are stuck, and so this pressure is building and building. He's like, I have no way to let this out. I'm trying to teach him, like, dude, the way to let it out is just to go. Nicer, much nicer. If he humps up, maybe it'll be 3 or 4 strides, and then he'll slow right down, get up, get out. He is a lot more comfortable on that left side. Yes, not ideal. Turn him there. He fought that bit and then he gave. Come in, swing our rope. Nice. Feels way softer today already. There. Reaching back, touching his butt. asking. There. Gave a little. While we're sitting here, I'll move my feet around. Waiting for that hip to kick out. That was almost, there, yes. But there's obviously areas that I'm really trying to work on and get him through, and he's struggling a little. And I also got to keep in mind, I think we're getting mentally close to some limits. So I'll work on getting him here. I'll have his head slightly flexed this way. Hey, buddy. Well, we made some progress today. Guys, I just finished session number 3 with my Colt. It was a tough one. I would say I'm definitely being tested. He's a different horse, so there's so many things competing in my head. His feet are stuck, so I'm like, he needs to move. Like, kind of humped up when I got on him again, and I did get him to loosen up, but he is so washy on that right side. And so when I get going in a circle to the right, he is much more concerned, worried, and I've tried standing up in my stirrups on both sides, and he's not comfortable with that. So I think that's maybe an area I'm going to try and assess, but he's trying me. Not sure what would have been the best things to do differently. I felt like I rode too long in that session. I was trying to quit for the last 15 minutes. He just wasn't coming down. I couldn't get him to come down. I'm gonna try working off the fence this next session because something needs to change. So I'm just gonna come in, really get him moving, that hip and rib around. He's much softer and nicer this direction. This Colt's body language, he's an open book. I'm just trying to slow things down. This is a comfy place. And on top of these a comfy thing. Gonna look for just there. Change in his eye. So guys, the bet came to an end last night. Thanks for the votes, everyone. Bar JL fans pulled ahead by 30 points by the end of the day. And so we're presenting the helmet that Lucia has to use in her morning session. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucia Clemenson, Riata Rose, from her head to her toes. And she's gonna have to do her session.
Because I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah. So today is the final kind of countdown, final showdown, whatever you want to call it. Everyone gets to show off their Colts, go through the obstacle course. This morning there will be a 20-minute session, and then we'll be doing the obstacle course. And so it's gonna be interesting to see. I feel like there were some big changes in my horse yesterday, and I'm excited to see how they translate to the whole ride. I tried to just play it easy and get the gains I needed, and I think we got it.
Well, because
this was a bet. Let it go.
this is the secret to success.
Oh,
This is my first rodeo.
You look like you're ready to tie one down.
We only have 20 minutes in this session, so My goal with this session is going to be touch on those ribs, get them loosened up a bit, do the mounting on the panels, and then we're gonna ride. This time I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna use this tarp as kind of an aid to get them moving. One of the best ways to desensitize horses is by sensitizing. Making them move their feet, teaching them how to move off the pressure, but they get quieter at the same time. He's licking and chewing, I like that. He's not pushing those panels so hard too, which is also awesome. He already remembers. That's beautiful. Gave me a try before I even started asking. Get him moved over, bring him up. See if we can get him moving nice and slow. I'm gonna do my best not to pull on him. Something, just making it uncomfortable. There. Look at the change. The fact that he just like naturally came down, that was really nice. Much nicer. After I pass this tarp over here, oh yeah, he broke down. I just started drawing on that inside rein. So, this freedom, he could get out moving pretty quick, but I'll do my best to just keep things relaxed. And if he starts moving, we'll just stay there with him. There, that's okay. Good boy. So, a recap from this session. It was by far the best session I've had so far. I am super proud of it. That horse made some big gains, huge changes. I learned a lot. This was a very educational experience. It was a huge comeback. The finals are coming up soon here where we get to go through all the obstacles and just explore, see what we can get accomplished. I'm excited to see just how it goes, but I think my Colt's in a great mindset. I'm in a great mindset. We're ready to go. That was clean. We'll walk out nice and clean. I'm gonna declare my walk trot low. So I'm looking to just keep him cruising nice and slow. That's good. You can trot this horse all day, very smooth. Now we'll move him up into a lope. I'm going to be a little strategic on where I lope. This horse doesn't really actually have any magnets or feel like he has much for magnets in here, but I just want there not to be any big things getting in his way like this tarp. So I'm going to move him up around this corner over here. That's just so relaxed. Oh, yeah. So right there, if I feel resistance, like he's really leaning on me, I'm going to take the opportunity rather than just pulling on him and giving him something to lean back against. Sometimes it helps to just bump a little bit with that hand, just tickle him. Like, so right here, I pick up. He's giving his head really nice, so I'm just going to stay nice and smooth here. Same thing, that feels very good. He's guiding through these barrels exactly how I would ask him to. His head's staying down, I like that. I'll let him do what he wants.
Alright, so this is Joel's freestyle, so it begins now.
I ask you guys to excuse me for looking at my phone. I haven't had time to memorize it, but I wrote a little poem about my time here in this Colt. It was freezing rain with the shivering pain in the Arizona mud. While back home, the sun had shone and the trees were starting to bud. Started so nice, made me think twice as he reared and put on a show. It knocked down my pride. I knew I had to ride, swing a leg and see how he'd blow. His bucking was weak, a minor short streak, his way of masking his fear. He soon got to moving, we felt we were grooving. My smile beamed ear to ear. Day 2 came along, I was still feeling strong. Thought we were over that hill. Knew I could ride, that I could pride. There was time, I could catch up still. I thought, get on half fast, so his energy lasts, and I'd do more on the ground at the end. He was still fairly tight, as you saw in our flight. Defeated, frustration, needs amends. I had to dig down, I could only frown. The molehills had turned into mountains. Where could I go? It had to be slow, because now I could barely mount him. I swallowed my pride, I didn't even ride, but that session, I felt a big shift. That last day was here, I lost most my fear. There no longer was a rift. The session went great and we opened the gate. The gains we made were astounding. His body was soft, the tightness was lost. His ribcage relaxed and was rounding. The moral learned here that just made my year was not from this horse or his hole. Change for the horse to set a straight course, and that change starts with Joel. Well, guys, such a huge learning opportunity. I am really grateful for it. Today, my Colt really pulled through. Rode around so relaxed. I feel like we made some huge progress. I ended up coming in 3rd place and winning this very nice hat band. I'll have to take my other one off there. Super cool. And I won the Horsemanship Award, which is voted on by the viewers. So I thank all of you who were voting and were watching. I came in really to compete, but that blinded me a little bit to what maybe the horse needed. And I was humbled, made some changes, and those changes paid off. I would also like to quickly thank my sponsor, Hey Boss Feeders. That's how I feed all my colts. It's saved me a ton of money in hay. So if you're looking for your next feeder, check them out. Hey Boss Feeders.